everybody, this is Barry 3D over at the Woodstock Antique Mall, also known as a one-of-a-kind antique mall, and it's located out in Woodstock, so on 97 Wilson Street in Woodstock, Ontario. So I made the drive down here. It was maybe about a 50-minute drive off the 403 and then got on 401, and here I am right now, and I'm just giving you a walkthrough here. So once again, I did the last one, I'm doing this one. Once again, thank you to Michael Mercy from his 80s Toy Museum YouTube channel, and as you can see here, I'm looking at, once again, at some more Hot Wheels. First thing I walk in here and I see there's a whole booth of Hot Wheels, all different types, styles, on the walls, all parted, great condition, rare ones, price point not bad. Anywhere from you can find Hot Wheels for maybe $3 to like $6 in between, roughly. You just got to look around. This is 3 floors of madness. Gotta check it out. Definitely walk by, tell Bailey, who's the owner and one of the guys, I said hi. Look at all these board games. Oh, this one's for my buddy Andrew Searles. You know, it's a Data from Star Trek, Batman, you know, the Batman board game. And then I've come across like some X-Men figures. Of course, X-Men 97 really hot. Here we go. Had some Falcon from Star Wars just before it was. Phoenix from X-Men, Ram Man, a lot of He-Man stuff. I came across a lot of He-Man stuff. As you can see here, still in the box, great price point. LeBron James Robin figure, bring it on. And then we got like some train collectors. You know, so anyone likes their model trains, great place to start your collection. Tonka looks like an 80s van, love it. Star Wars, the Princess's Starship. So this is great. Those are just some quick snapshots on what I'm doing. I had a lot more footage, but I had to trim it down, else this thing would be like 3-4 hours long. There's so much to see in there. I walked in, Bailey and the staff were super friendly. They're like, it's going to take you more than a couple of hours to go through this. I'm like, oh, okay. Sure enough, they were right. I got to go back. So as we see, heading down on a couple of things that caught my eye, from Skeletor and one of the Masters Universe vehicles, and everything once again is set up by booths. You can see the Punisher shirt, and of course, if you can look, you see that hallway, and this is just one floor, and that's just one row out of like 5. I got a lot of walking to do. Here, I come across some more toys. So I'm looking for any Big Jim, Bionic Man, Micronauts, that's my thing. 89, man, 89, the Batmobile, still with the box in the background there. This is great. And then we're looking around at other things there. As I said before, as a collector, these are things you might want to add to your collection. Make a diorama of it, you know, just to have it, just to say you have it. So, of course, a lot of these items in this particular booth, great condition. Some still on the cards. There's the classic Nightwing from the animated series Look, or Justice League Unlimited, that kind of style. And then as I pan across here, you know, oh, Bio Booster Armor Diver. We covered this on our podcast, me and Rod. There's a comic book. I actually have that one in my collection, so that's why I'm not going to pick that one up. I already have it. This is a lot to take in and see. You know, some classic Marvel collector audio books. You know, some albums. So that one's for you, Rod. Got some albums in there. Mad. You know, this is, I'm just overwhelmed. Here we are, a classic Fisher-Price projector. You know, so it's the movie with the projector that slides in the cartridge and you can watch your movies. I had that when I was younger. Thank you, Mom and Dad. They've always hooked me up. Oh, here it goes. Tonka, at the time, back in the day, used to do all the Winnebagos. No figures, but they do the Winnebagos, and the figures that you would have back then would fit in there. So this was kind of cool before you had Barbie's Camper, you know, or G.I. Joe and so forth. And then going across, I've seen like toys, I've seen comic books. This particular guy has comic books in there. There's a John Wayne comic. My favorite line from John Wayne is like, what's the quote? You know, life is hard, tough. No, life is tough. Tougher when you're stupid. There we go. I love that one by John Wayne. We got Captain America, some classic Daredevil, Fantastic Four with their appearance of Galactus is coming. So it shows the Watcher on the cover. Pick it up, people. Fantastic Four First Steps. That movie's coming out. We know it's there. This is all relevant to what we're going to be seeing in the next phase of the Marvel Universe. And of course, DC is represented in here too. This is a good collection this person has here. And he also buys old comics. So, you know, you can always get in touch with him. Oh, Classic Submariner. Superman in 3D. Now, these are some I probably need to add to my own personal collection, so I got to go back. I'm always about to support the books and support everything that has them. So, you know, old West comic books, you know, Wild West comic books, some graphic novels, classic Wolverine cover in the brown suit. Can't go wrong if you've seen the Deadpool movie. Big TRAK. This was a computer program thing. It had a keypad at the top. If you can see there, you push a couple buttons, you can give it commands, and it would actually go on the commands you do. So it would go straight, left, right, and do whatever you program it to do. The only thing is, I wish it always had figures inside of it, or you could put a random figure inside. It'd be more cool that way, in my opinion. Here we got some Lego figures, some Smurfs, coming up. And once again, just loose figures that you can add to your collection. Oh, classic G.I. Joe. Well done. Look at that there. That's really something nice to see. As I said, if I had office or more space, I would be buying some of these to work on something just for myself. Giant size shoes, I had to show those. Here we are, Star Wars miniatures. All the ships, well, I say all the ships, all the most popular ships at the time. Some X-Wing fighters, TIE fighters, Darth Vader's TIE fighter, and of course followed by a whole bunch of comic books, some classic figures here. Oh, coconut smile. Some Archie books. I didn't go through the comic bins because there was so much, and I only had so little time at this point. I wanted to cover as much ground as possible. I'm definitely going back. There's a couple of things I have my eye on for sure. And oh yeah, Freedom Fighters. This is one of my favorite comic books. This is something you should pick up. Those dealing with Earth 2, Earth 1, the whole 9 yards. And oh, here we have a Hot Wheels Batmobile in purple. So I like collecting all these odd ones. This is the animated series. It's in purple. This one is for Rod. Rod's favorite color is purple. I'm grabbing this one for sure. Absolutely. Hey, I have a coconut smile. Keep it clean, people. All right. This here is for my buddy Andrew Searles. He's a huge Star Trek person. I thought I'd show him these covers. He would probably get a kick out of that when he comes back up to Canada. He's always going around doing some stuff. And he's been on our podcast talking about Star Trek stuff. So if you want to catch what he is up to, check him out. Here, it's one of my favorite books. Batman Holy Terror. We covered this on the podcast also with myself, Rod, and Thomas Patrice. Go and take a listen to that episode. We fan casted it and then say why we should see more things like that of our favorite Cape Crusader. No pun intended to the Cape Crusader cartoon that's out right now. The Defenders, once again, for casual fans, you know about the Avengers, but you don't know about the Invaders because they haven't come to life yet. And you heard the Defenders on Netflix, but this is the true Defenders with the Incredible Hulk, Silver Surfer, Hellcat. Doctor Strange was a part of that team. It was a top, and Prince Namor, right? Okay, now we're into some G.I. Joe. So once again, I'm just kind of speed running through all this so you can see all the cool stuff. And if you see something, definitely go there. Tell them you saw this on the Iconist podcast. Let them know you saw the video. And that'd be great. And of course, comment below. This is great. I like to interact with everybody that sees these videos. I'm always trying something different here to engage with our audience because I enjoy it. This is what I enjoy. I'm a people person. And now over here, scrolling down because this caught my eye, and this is for one of our other friends, not the horses. I'm talking what's below it, the Pez dispenser. So for my buddy Dave Sokolowski, Touch of Gray, here it is. And he likes to get these because he has a friend that collects all of these. So hopefully, maybe something Dave will see there, and he'd like to ride up with some of his buddies on a nice day and kind of do some shopping and pick that up. So for the people that like that, there I am in the background, and oh my gosh, it's the Smurfs. I think they've got all 100 Smurfs there. La 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 la. Like, okay, I got some jokes with that. Okay. Smurfs, Les Schtroumpfs, roller skates. That's always back, and that's a shout out to my buddy Otis. Otis, I know you like your roller skates. I got to get a pair again. This looks nice. This is G.I. Joe, one of their mobile bases that they put out there, and this one is clean. Like, I really like everything. It seems all the pieces are there for this one. The only thing missing probably is the box, because I don't see the box in the display anywhere, but everything else is there, and they have it already displayed. That's the good, one to grab. Of course, Charlie Brown, Snoopy birdhouse, like it's a Woodstock birdhouse. The Havoc, G.I. Joe Havoc, with the driver cross country. He puts a tape deck in there like he'd said in a cartoon because, it's fight music. Anytime people hear his music, they just want to fight. Here we have Power Man from the Justice Society of America, Green Lantern, Power Girl. As popular as she is, I think they can do more with her. She needs her own series. That would be interesting to give her own series. Start with Earth 2. And New Gods, Jack Kirby, Fourth World. That's Metron. I wish they had the chair. Metron needs the chair to be sold with it. And here's some little statues of Thor and Captain America. And then, oh my gosh, I feel like Gargamel, the Smurfs are taking over. Anyone that loves your model kits, grab those. Here's more of those Pez dispensers, another one with more Pez dispensers. Classic Fisher Price. Classic Fisher Price. I had these figures growing up. These are something that, you know, if I had a kid today, I would like to have my kid play with them. They're wholesome fun. This is like, you know, Fisher Price Jr. I'm surprised Fisher Price never made a comeback more than it is with every. Oh, there it is, that dreaded yellow Fisher Price school bus. You know, Fisher Price Action People. The Action People line should come back somehow, some way. Here we have some play sets. I love my play sets, and this beauty. That's so Grayskull in the box. Amazing. Like this, it's ready to go. Like just grab it and go. And look at that, $70. I mean, I'm not selling anything on here. I'm just surprised. Like I've seen it more expensive. So this is really exciting. Got to add that to the collection. Right behind that is a robot Batman. You know, well, I mean, Batman's arm, I should say. Don't lynch me. And some cool board games and all that. Marvel superhero Pog. Maybe Pog has made a comeback. All right. Now this caught my eye. These Marvel Legends with Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, especially with the Fantastic Four movie coming out, of course, Mark Phoenix. And the artwork is pictures taken from the comic book itself. So this represents anything you see in the comic book. The Falcon, of course, in his classic look. Not his original look. His original look, he was green. Once again, Wolverine in the tan costume. So I'm looking around. I got to go back and get Mr. Fantastic. They have the rest of Fantastic Four. I like to have those Marvel Legends together just before the Fantastic Four movie comes out. And fun fact, Fantastic Four movie, it's the fourth team that's coming out playing the Fantastic Four if you count all the people that have done it. And there we are, Dark Knight. This is cool figures to have from Frank Miller's The Dark Knight comic book. You've got Batman in here, and I'm sorry, you know, it might be a little bit reflective glare. Of course, the kit has so Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, got underneath in that look from the comic book. The Atom, the bald guy is not Kingpin, it's Lex Luthor. And then, of course, that was or Robin, and she's in there, she's Batwoman, and she keeps changing her identity. I wish they made a playset in the back of that box to help it to display. It would be a lot nicer, I think. That's my 2 cents there. Basic Dungeons and Dragons. This is where I started off my whole journey with a couple of my buddies when I was like a pre-teen, so to speak, or young teen, I should say. The rule books all there. It's still fun. I would pick that up and start that journey again, just for the basic set. Very easy, get going. The rules are simple. You know, you got 3 character classes, and the elf is a character class. I feel the need for speed. Character class. There we go. But, you know, Top Gun, some Star Wars in there also. I think this is the bee's knees, as they like to say, right? And then, of course, we get more into some more loose figures, which I like. This is cool because, once again, add on to your collection, make a diorama, make a display. You could actually play around with it. And then more of these Marvel Legends. Now, this booth, this person has them in bags, so the prices are not on the items itself. Very smart. Good old Fisher Price Action People Alpha Probe. These are one of the last things they made. I was curious about that. This one looks really in good condition. And of course, more Fisher Price Action People below. So, you know, pontoon boat with the little dune buggy set, the plane there. That's amazing that all that is there. And what's that? Battlestar Galactica Colonial Viper. Only the front half. It's missing the engine. That's how they first came out. If the whole piece was there, I would have grabbed that right away. That would have been no-brainer. Classic G.I. Joe. So everything from 1960s up to 1980 from what I'm seeing here. And it's, of course, the loose figures, but all in their different outfits. Like, I've never seen this many G.I. Joe figures in a store. This good-looking, like, clean figures in different outfits. And it goes on and on. Of course, you have some without the outfits that are there. But that's okay, because just below, as you're looking here, they sell the outfits single, like loose. So you can buy the action figure and then get the outfit you want. For, you know, G.I. Joe, I was like a Steve Austin in the background. That's amazing. And of course, the G.I. Joe, you know, Action Force, one of his mobile bases, like that's a pretty big vehicle. And they don't have one in this booth. We don't have 2. They've got 3 of the exact same one that are there. So that might be one worth the go. I know for myself, I would go back there, pick the best out of the 3, and that would be on my personal collection for sure. And then, of course, we got some more I believe this is Big Jim. So this is not G.I. Joe. This is Big Jim with the hat. Yes, because here's the Big Jim sports camper. The thing with the sports camper, they did the exact same model for Evel Knievel. They just made it his color. So there's the Big Jim carry case. You got your figures. You know, the sports camper seems to have all the pieces with it. So that was really well done. Very impressed with that. And of course, the Big Jim Jeep with the rope and everything. Now I know that Big Jim sports camper, there's another one in the same mall, but still in the box. That's what's on my list. Of course, now going to another booth, we see classic, you know, G.I. Joe 12-inch action figure of the Jeep, his army Jeep in there. There wasn't much to the Jeep, but that's the beauty of it. It functions. The windshield can lie down. And of course, we see more up-to-date modern things on the G.I. Joe figures. Here in the wall, still carded. Come on, that's great. You know, Snowcat. And yeah, you see the aisles. I got to walk down there. I got my steps in that day. This is so much fun to just go shopping. And of course, classic ones still in the box. You know, it's one thing to find them loose. It's another thing when you find them in a box and the box is in great condition. That just adds to the treasure hunt antiquing fun that I'm having with this all together. Amazing. Yeah, here's Nova. This is the one I picked up. And now look, as I said, the artwork is exactly from issue number 1. The Man Without Fear. Oh, sorry, the Human Rocket, you know, as I call it, Nova, the man called Nova. So you saw how that compares side by side. And of course, some more comic books that we're coming across. I'm still well in the whole Nova thing. So I picked that one up for sure. As you can see, that was in my hands. And some more figures. So it's always good to walk around because each booth, you might see the same item, but price point might vary a little bit, or condition might vary a little bit. And once again, a whole bunch of comic books. Peacemaker, Batman, these are good ones to pick up and read and then add to your collection if you just want to have it, especially with all the stuff that is out right now. Look, Miss Marvel, Thanos, Spawn, you know, and I don't know what volume, once again, you know, the Man Called Nova, and he's getting his book out, sorry, his movie out very soon, hopefully. That's what they're talking about. Original Shield, when Nick Fury was white. That's right. That's how I knew Nick Fury. And then we get close to the, you know, some more cards. We're getting to the end here, and here's some classic cards of the New Gods, Shazam, Green Lantern. So DC cards that they have. I might go back and grab that New God set because I love it.
Woo! All right, so I was in here for about an hour and a half. I would definitely need to have more time to come back here and go through all 3 floors. It's like 3 floors of goodness. If you can see it behind me, there we go. I'm gonna hold this further away. So 3 floors behind me, and packed. Great day to kind of spend with the family, spend with the kids. If you want to find anything toy-wise, comic book-wise, albums, it's over here at the Woodstock Antique Mall. Definitely give it a try. 3 floors of goodness. Tell the staff that Barry from the Iconist podcast said hi. They will take care of you. This is awesome. So on my haul today, I got myself a classic Nova figure. Picked up some classic Hot Wheels. I saw the Big Jim camper that I was looking at, so I definitely got to come back and pick that one up, and it's still in the box. That's how gold this one is, so I'm making that run back, and you'll check out the rest of the video and see what I talk about. So thanks for tuning in. Remember, check it out, Woodstock Antique Mall. Can't go wrong. Bring the kids out. It's cheaper than going to the main mall itself, so can't go wrong. Remember, this whole world was started by a pencil, a piece of paper, and lots of imagination. Keep on dreaming. Out!